In this video, we'll cover a more advanced example of how to go about prioritizing action. In past videos, we have discussed how to use like-dislike to understand areas your customers have rated you the highest and rated you the lowest. We've also discussed how to use impact analysis, which uses a simple predictive model to help you understand areas that matter the most to your customers. So if you recall in this example, service quality is an area where customers have rated you the lowest. However, the area that's really the most important for your customers is understanding requirements, which falls into the top left quadrant to fix these, which becomes the key area for you to prioritize and focus on working on improvements to move it over to keep it up. And this, in many cases, is a correct decision to make. In this example, this impact analysis model has perfect model fit, with the overall total adjusted R-square value of 0.99. So with a completely statistically valid model around impact analysis, it would initially appear that this is the correct decision to be made. However, areas of experience are sometimes far more complicated. Sometimes certain aspects of experience which significantly influence a customer may cause them to rate other rating questions lower just because of one aspect having influenced them. So you may often see customers rating 3-4 different questions low, even though it was only one aspect that really impacted them. The reason is in the context of experience, just like our senses of sight, smell, and sound, there is interplay between many of them, and these influence each other. So this gets into the harder part of really trying to establish causation, to try to understand what it is that would really have a needle moving impact and enabling you to disentangle influences between some of these different attributes. Now, if your account is enabled with our more advanced path analysis module, this would help you to then understand some of these different influences better. So remember for a minute that understanding requirements was the area that is the most important from impact analysis. Service quality was second and is also an area that customers have rated you a little lower. Now let's switch over to path analysis to try to understand what this presents. Path analysis runs using a statistical technique called structural equation modeling. This is a causal model that disentangles multiple different attributes to help you understand between direct and indirect influences what it is that matters the most. So here our path analysis module presents a simple, clear observation. Understanding requirements matters significantly more than staff courteousness. However, understanding requirements was primarily driven by service quality. So this is a significant observation. The reason this is important is at a glance, while looking just at direct attributes, we would be led to believe that understanding requirements, which is what impact analysis had presented, was the most important for us to focus on. While that is not incorrect, the great insight that comes out from path analysis is understanding direct and indirect influences between these different attributes. This helps us understand that service quality was actually influenced by understanding of requirements. So the wonderful insight that comes through from this is just how important understanding requirements is, because it not only has a direct impact overall in NPS, it has an indirect influence in other key attributes such as service quality. Therefore, it is very evident that understanding requirements was the most important factor here to focus on. Now, understanding requirements itself was driven by service quality, helping present areas of interplay between these different attributes that may need attention. This may lead you to a hypothesis based on the business context that is involved, where a customer interacting with your business may be looking at it and trying to understand why service quality is bad. In certain cases, they may believe that the understanding of the representative of what they need is bad, leading to service quality. Path analysis helps you then disentangle these to figure out between these different attributes and their interplay, what it is that you need to prioritize, to then develop a hypothesis that you could then track to run an experiment and work on in order to move a more strategic, high impact experiment in order to make a broader decision. The reason path analysis as a causal model can have a significant impact for you is at times driving certain types of CX changes can be a low cost experiment. Working with your staff to change how they welcome visitors to either your store or your branch may be a change you can implement easily. But an example where you may, for instance, be trying to roll out video based ATM machines, that's a significant cost implication, which may have implications on accessibility and senior citizens and possibly other areas. Now, while making such broader strategic decisions, path analysis is the best in class, most powerful causal model that can help you make such strategic multi-million dollar decisions, knowing that you're backed with a very robust analysis that helps you establish causation. This then enables you to prioritize work and go on to then track action and look at the impact that it has.